If you're like me, you're always looking for deals when it comes to hardware for your streaming and content creation setup. Well, today we're going to take a look at the YoloCam S3. It is a 4K AI powered webcam for under 200 bucks. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is HAVOK. Today we're going to be taking a look at that right over there, the YoloCam S3. As I said in the intro, it is a 4K AI powered webcam for under 200 bucks. The people over at YoloLive did send this to me to unbox for you today. However, they have no say on how the video goes. And just to be clear, as we get into this is not a review. This is going to be an kind of overview unboxing and show you some of the features. With that said, let's get into unboxing. YoloCam S3, like it says, AI powered 4K live stream cam. Looks pretty cool how you can, vertical or horizontal with it. Talks about some features right there. Pretty plain box in the back. Just says what comes with it. The camera, a magnetic base, USB-C to USB-A cable, a USB-C to USB adapter, and then the manual. And then kind of talks about you can use it for podcast, content creation, gaming, live streaming, etc. Let's get it unboxed. So right here we have the USB-C to USB-A cable. We have the USB to USB-C adapter, our little manual or our warranty, and then our product manual. Put that to side there. Then in here, I'm guessing this one's the camera. Yeah, it is. This will probably be the base. I like that it comes in this cardboard because you can recycle it. There's no like goofy plastic stuff. It's pretty, environmentally friendly there. So that's the base. I got our camera right here. This thing is little. Look at that. So just the size of my palm there. Obviously we have the lens on the front. Nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. It says a magnet there. So that's for mounting. I'm guessing when you mount it to the base. Nothing on top. On the back, it just says what our model number is and then the USB-C plug. So very, very minimal, simple there. I like that. The base, you've got the YoloLive logo there, rubberized right there. So with the base right here, you can set this just like that. This is the magnetic part right above this rubber, which is really nice. You can just do that right there and it sticks on there. I'm shaking the desk and you can see I'm shaking the camera, nothing, but it's pretty, pull it off, no problem. Turn it sideways there. I like that. This will fold out. So like if you want to go maybe, a top down, like we're doing on the camera right now, you can do that. You can always, put this onto a monitor. Let's go ahead and get this connected to the computer. There is some software to download. I will put a link to that in the description below. Also put a link in the description below of where you can purchase this. So here we are. I've got the YoloCam S3 plugged into my gaming computer. And this is the YoloLive software, the YoloLive Compose software you're going to download and install. And before we get too far, you're looking at my gaming PC that I have the YoloCam S3 plugged into. But this camera right here you're looking at is on my streaming computer. So you're going to see a couple different angles here. This camera right here is a Canon M50 Mark II. And then we'll see the YoloCam here in a bit. So we'll hit confirm. You can see here it found the camera. I'm sideways because I mounted the camera that way. Found some bug fixes. Let's go ahead and upgrade real quick. We'll let this upgrade and we'll come right back. All right, the camera is all updated. And as you can see here, I flipped it back around or I flipped it over. So we're on vertical mode right now. Let's take a look at the software real quick. Video settings, you can do 16:9, 9:16. Default was at 9:16. If I do that, I need to go and flip the camera around, how I had it before, but we'll leave it there. Frame rate, we can go up to 60. Do that and see what it pops up with here. Maybe. There we go. Just took a little bit. So that's 60 FPS. Close that. Our image settings, we have different color styles. So you have like a Canon or a Sony. Let's take a look at the difference there. You can go through here and change your sharpness. We'll leave it default there. What happens if we do contrast? So that, obviously you can see what that all does there. Vignetting. So we can do vignetting correction. So that's off. That's on. Focus here. We have different autofocuses. Focus on the face, focus in the center. For our zoom, we have a pretty big option here. It looks like we can go wide angle or kind of zoom way in. Sorry about that. Just showing you how the zoom, how far that zooms in. Then hotkeys. So if you want to set a hotkey, it looks like for the zoom, you can zoomed in what you want to set to your zoom at for whatever hotkey. We're going to go back out of that. Go to our settings here again, our AI parameter. Let's come back to that in a second. We have our exposure, auto, and manual. So if you want to set your manual exposure or have it do auto lock, if you want to lock it in, like you really like it at whatever setting, you want to make sure it stays at that. This is a big one for content creators, anti-flicker. So if you have LED lights, you'll get flickering often in cameras. And what you'll need to do is you'll choose, one of these options here, and it'll help get rid of that flicker. Here we get the white balance, auto, manual, and then we got lock that in, blue offset and red offset. And then once you adjust all this, if it's something that you did custom, you can click save scene right here, and then that one will reset the scene. It looks like if you have multiple cameras, you can choose that there. That is shrinks it down so you're just seeing the settings without the camera visual on the side there. Over here to our colors, you can set our color correction. Go back here to the settings, and then we have general settings, always on when not in use. What that means is if the camera thinks it hasn't been in use for a while, it'll automatically turn itself off. You can see here automatically turn itself off 1 minute after you close the YOLO Live Compose streaming software or OBS. And then our language we can set, latest firmware, we're on the latest. We can do a device check here, just says what our serial number and stuff is. And then we talked about the hotkeys. Now that I've gone through those settings, let's go back over here, and we skipped AI parameter, and let's hit that start. Would you like to start automatic tuning? We'll do confirm. And you'll see here for best results, keep yourself and the camera as still as possible. So I'll hold the position. Select your preferred image brightness, maybe the middle one. We'll confirm that. Preferred streaming image style. I think I still like the middle one. It's not as blue. Well, I don't like that. That doesn't look, let's reset our stuff here. Try this again. We'll start. Maybe I'll hold still this time. I think I like the right one. Select your preferred streaming style. I'm gonna go to the middle one. That looks better. I think it's because I was moving around. It is a little, I think, little bluish, purplish, maybe because of my shirt. All I have for lighting right now is I have a light right behind the Canon, and then the YoloCam is probably 1.5 feet to the right of the Canon, and it has no light behind it. So all you're seeing light in my room right now is the light behind the Canon, and then right in front of me I have 5 monitors. So that's all the light you're seeing right now. Now let me get this set up in OBS so we can see it side by side with the Canon. You can see here I have the YoloCam set up in OBS on my gaming PC, and added no problem. Something to note, when I did add it, it automatically added the camera sideways, like in a horizontal mode instead of vertical. I have a vertical scene and profile set up right here. And if you go into the properties of the camera, so if we go properties, and you can see it turns it sideways because that's how it defaulted in. And if you go configure video, it pops up the janky Windows default camera editor. So just something to note that it does not open the YoloCam software. You have to manually open that up unless there's a way to link it. I haven't found that, but something to note there if you want to configure the video when it comes to that in OBS. And here's the side-by-side. We have right here the Canon M50 Mark II. Then right here we have the YoloCam S3. There you go, that's pretty good. Then you can see the Canon M50. It takes a little bit for it to, the glared, it does focus there as well. The colors are obviously a lot different. The Canon, I haven't done anything with the colors. That's just default out of the, out of the box with the lens. With the YoloCam, we did the AI, conversion or setup of our profile. Overall, a really easy setup. I like that you can create different profiles for different lighting. If you are not experienced when it comes to lighting in the sense of setting up for cameras and live streams and stuff like that, it's cool that you have that AI parameter setting that'll kind of do it for you, because I'm not really experienced in doing the color corrections and stuff like that. Once again, thank you to the crew over there for sending this over to unbox and showcase to you all today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Again, I'll put links in the description of where you can download the software and then where you can pick this up. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel as we come out with more videos in the tech space. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.